stores. It's like a gas station. But look at the price of their stock right quick.
You said Casey's General Stores. Cause we up right now on stream. Say hello, stream.
Shit, what's the deal with y'all niggas?
I hate niggas. Niggas really just deep in his voice.
Nigga, that's my voice regularly. Don't play.
I was just playing. I just turned on audio. Niggas can hear it now. What's going on stream? Count your hat. Yeah, nigga, count your hat. I got real diehard fans like I'm Cactus Jack, nigga. Hello.
First topic of the stream, Casey's General Stores.
Casey's General Stores. Let's go to Yahoo Finance, see what's happening with it.
Yeah, this shit is fucking ridiculous. These niggas sell pizzas.
Hey, I ain't even gonna cap with you. I ain't even gonna sit there and say it's probably a bad investment. You know why? Because pizza, they got like a high like profit margin. It only costs like probably like $5 to make one whole pizza. One large pizza, it costs $5, my nigga. No. It probably don't even cost. Well, yeah, it costs $5 to make one whole pizza, but you'll have like extra scraps just to make 2 or 3 more pizzas with that shit. Like the dough alone, you can make extra pizzas, and you probably paid $5 for the groceries in order to make those pizzas. And then niggas accept how much is a damn whole pizza at Goodfellas?
Nigga, I don't know if you looking at the price of this shit, Chad, but nigga, what the fuck?
Looking at the
price of this shit?
Not yet. I'm waiting for my shit to load.
Nigga.
Shit not loading. My Yahoo Finance not loading.
Bro, I'm like, honestly, this shit is low-key blowing my mind. Oh my god, bro.
There you go. What's it called again?
Casey's General Stores.
Casey's. Is Casey spelled with a K or a C?
C, but the ticker symbol was CASY. This is crazy.
What you want me to see? The daily?
Shit, I mean, you can look at the all time. I'm really just talking about the price. Nigga, $828 a share is fucking crazy. These niggas is a convenience store. Like, this is the best company ever.
Damn, $828?
That's what I'm saying, bro. They up 8,000% all time. Like, these niggas are true.
5 year. Hold on, let me check their year. Actually, let me check their year to date. Casey's General Stores. Oh, I wonder what company they own. What companies they own? They probably got like companies like other grocery stores, like some Kroger's or some shit. Like, you feel me? Like they probably own other companies under them. You see what I'm saying?
They got to, cause nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, I should ask Perplexity that. But what's going on, stream? I know niggas blew their account yesterday, but I'm still going up bankroll on y'all ass. Like, niggas ain't down, niggas is overly up, nigga. Like, niggas is overly up. What we finna do today, though, is... we finna do some research into some options plays. We also gonna do some research into some crypto. You feel me? Because, like, although the S&P and like the futures market ain't been hitting, I ain't even gonna cap. I already know these other markets been hitting. What was that? I got my homie Reek here. He sitting in. He sitting in for the stream. Hey Reek, tell them. Oh yeah, go ahead. Say what's up. Go ahead. Pop your shit right quick.
Yeah, what's the deal? Been had going on. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
This also a rich ass nigga. Hey, go ahead, tell them about that Moderna play.
Yeah, basically, if you missed that hoe, you sick as a bitch. Generational wealth, pretty much $1 option call. You feel me? You could have made minimum 700K, probably north of in the M. So shit interesting. You feel me? A lot of liquidity moving around in the market. Type of shit niggas gotta tap into though.
Talking about Bitcoin. What Bitcoin just do the other day?
Oh, over the past 2, 3 days, I'm gonna say a switch and flip. I believe that whoever's in control of this price action, they tired of where it was that it sit in the 60K. So what everybody say, Bitcoin don't stay in the 70s for too long. We already at basically 77K right now. So I see 80K Bitcoin damn near sooner than later, a week, maybe a few days. I don't know. This shit crazy though.
Shit going overly crazy. So that's what we doing today. We doing research. Yeah, fundus was blown. Niggas is not caring, nigga. Niggas is not caring at all. Niggas is finna find out where they could put some cheese. Actually, I may just pay some property taxes. I got some property I need to pay taxes on too. Niggas is overly good. The futures market is always wishy-washy. Or not always wishy-washy, but when there's some market manipulation in there, over with. Niggas gotta count their hat. But nah, everybody's excited about XRP. I was just telling Rico the exact same thing where it was just like, yeah, I'm happy I'm up like a couple $100, few thousand and some other ones, but like it's damn near like they really just gave me my money back that I've been losing since this shit been in a bear market. So like, you feel me? I'm not unfocused. Like I'm not finna let this little cheese unfocus me. I'm not finna take no profits, no nothing. I don't think anybody else should either. I don't know what taking profit is yet either. Actually, I took some profits before. But that's when we was on that last bull run. Ansem just said hyperliquid at all-time highs right now.
That is true. The government talking about that shit, man. The president saying something about that shit, man. You know how that shit gonna go.
Hyperliquid. It's crazy. I've been hearing about hyperliquid for some years now. I ain't even gonna cap it. I should have bought. I just never did.
My auntie got hella hyperliquid.
For real?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Your auntie must be up days right now. Yeah. This shit got one big ass green candle right now. I ain't even gonna count with you.
Yeah, this shit's actually.
This hoe is moving. And this is only the 30-minute. Hold on, let me check the daily.
Oh yeah, I just got the notification as I'm looking at it. Hyperliquid hits new all-time high. That shit funny as a bitch.
Yeah. It's at all-time highs. It's not that much higher than its all-time highs, but it's, it's hit new all-time highs. For sure.
9:30 for the click on markets for the open racers. Start your engines.
Nigga. What's wrong with them? Chart some shit right quick.
What's going on? I'm seeing some green candles going stupid.
Oh, what?
Shit, really IRE and them motherfuckers looking smooth. Little rollout right now.
Yeah. This the options nigga right here. What, you got some options for IRE?
I need options. I got a lot of shares of IRE. That's like some shit I'm trying to hold for a minute. I'll probably sell them bitches on IRE at like 150 plus.
150 plus? That sound like a plan.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like IRE is like a triple digit stock. Damn near for what their value is right now. Just waiting for the world to catch up. Dirt ball. Little ASST options. Spark open.
I ain't gonna forget this right here neither. Cause shit looks like it's respecting it too. Liquid's just respecting a previous all-time high right now. It's above it, but it's respecting a previous all-time high right now. It really came back from the gutter though, because that shit was low. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Bro, I wonder what didn't happen. Like, I don't know.
You know what happened? Niggas just put $4 billion into the market.
That hadn't happened yet though. So I don't know what did happen yet.
I think this shit didn't happen. I think when we get the news, it's like they've already like slowly started, you know, putting shit in.
I mean, that could definitely be true. It's just also cool to be like, shit, that shit ain't happy at this mother shit.
Facts.
Niggas touching some green on some whole other movie. Like, oh, nah, this shit is like, I really can't really explain. The only thing I can say is this gotta be like a mid-cycle correction. That's honestly what I get from it.
What the fuck? Why is it telling me that there's no data? It's telling me there's no data on my... What? You serious?
What you looking at?
I'm trying to look at my heat maps, but it's telling me there's no data match for my criteria. What's going on with the S&P? S&P 500 index. Nasdaq 100 index. Why is it telling me no data match your criteria? No data match your criteria. Wow.
That just deleted your shit or something?
No, they didn't delete it. It's just it's not showing me like any like data. Like if I go to, I guess Dow Jones index. Oh, it's not showing me nothing with that too. What's going on? All U.S. companies. Okay, showing me something here. Technology services. Huh. I don't think they stock heat maps. Cryptocoin heat maps. Heat maps. Okay, it's showing me something here. Huh. That's hour change. 24-hour change. It's 4 hours. This last 4 hours. I guess maybe we just gotta do research on crypto today because it's not letting me see any. It's not letting me see any.
Okay, we got some interesting movement going on.
Yeah, for some reason, I wonder if they're down or something. But for some reason, Trading View, their stock map heat maps just isn't showing any data.
Mm. Shit, I don't know why, because I'm looking at this shit. Not the heat maps, but on bro. It's not showing me some of the companies that I can't even open their chart.
For real? On what, Trading View?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on.
Oh, don't tell me they trying to secretly let niggas get on some money. And not letting the regular people out here, the non-billionaires, millionaires, look up Trading View heat maps and see if it shows you any data.
Hold up, what the fuck going on? Hold up. The company's changing their names or what the fuck?
They're changing their names?
Yeah, that's what it. Cause it was a company I was fucking with back in the day. It's called Skywater Technology. It was like a semiconductor. But I can't even find they fucking. What the fuck? Did the company go under, nigga? That motherfucker price action was crazy. Bro, I have no idea what's going on. Same with the quantum computing stock. That just disappeared on me. QBTS.
Okay, that's weird. FinViz has their heat maps up, but I don't get enough data from FinViz. It doesn't let me change up my data in here. Huh. When you lift your head off my lap, there better not be no water on my lap, bro.
Your shit start working again or no?
No, my shit not working.
Mm.
Have you looked up S&P 500 or not S&P? Trading View heat maps. Just search it up on Google and click on it and see what it pulls up for you. Nigga, I don't care that you hungry, nigga. I'm hungry too. Yeah, I ain't eat all day. I just woke up just like you did. My dog over here whining.
Don't nothing pop up, bro.
Don't nothing pop up?
No.
What? What's going on? Are they like down or something?
No telling.
Alright, it's okay. We could use FinViz's heat maps right quick. I was just really all I needed was I just wanted to look at sectors to look at. I just really wanted to look at sectors. So I could just have it organized like. Okay. Now what I'm finna do is I'm finna look up. I need 10 to 20 companies. So what you think the play is gonna be today? Is it gonna be stocks or is it crypto? That's really what I'm trying to figure out.
I would go with whatever's moving the market, which is crypto. Crypto is not gonna lie, Bitcoin is doing some magical shit right now. I'm really trying to figure out like where it's going hard from the looks of it. Okay. I don't know, this motherfucker moving. And it's like every time that bitch retrace, I'm talking about good little setup again, that bitch right back going to what it's supposed to do. Like, oh, okay.
But because it's going on a run now, don't that mean that like everything's green? So you feel me? Don't that mean that it's gonna come right back down here in a second? I like looking in the red because 9 times out of 10, the ones everything that's in the red right now or that people aren't really fucking with, those are the ones that's finna bounce back and have the biggest return.
It depends what it is and why it's in the red. Because, bro, it could be a settlement for a whole nother problem.
Mm-hmm. But everybody's looking at the crypto market right now. You sure niggas shouldn't be looking at the stock market at all?
I mean, I'm not saying to not look at the stock market. It's just that I don't know like any behind the scenes news on like what would even like where liquidity would go if it did go somewhere. It's like shit. It was just Moderna and then it was just RFAI. So it's like I'm trying to figure out really what's the next, you know what I'm saying? But that's really on the company to get to doing some shit and then niggas finding out. But it's like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I definitely finna start trading crypto though. Especially if the shit moving like this. If it ain't doing that bullshit like bullshit price action, then it's like this shit can get figured out.
My only thing is how long will it be moving like this?
No, that's a great question. That's why I ain't gonna lie. Niggas be one of them analysts, but I was probably say like a month maybe. You know, it was like this last time, September, October. But it's cool even if it was just a month or whatever, because Bitcoin could go up to damn near new all-time high in a month. And then everything else will kind of just follow, and then niggas can low-key just take profits low-key from different positions. Because they just spent the last 2 years trying to shake 99% of retail out. So they got 2 years, nigga. I feel like we can get 2 months, nigga. I hope so, nigga. Really lucky to did.
I'm gonna ask Perplexity what's going on in the market. Trying to find out crypto is currently up. Stocks currently underwhelming. Size certain few like Moderna. How you spell Moderna? Maderna.
Hold on. Hold up. I don't want to tell a nigga wrong. Moderna, yeah.
M-O?
Yeah, Moderna.
Moderna. Gotcha.
Gotta answer his teeth and all crazy shit.
Alright, the clearest research theme right now is AI's physical bottlenecks. Power generation, grid equipment, electrical systems, cooling, and data center infrastructure rather than chasing the already crowded chip and mega cap AI names. The near term market is dealing with high long term yields, sticky inflation, and more selective leadership, so broad indexes can feel flat even while a few high beta themes or single stocks move violently. Uh, what's driving markets now? The Fed has held its policy rate at 3.50% to 3.75%, while economists in recent Reuters poll mostly expected no further change through year end. Inflation is still expected to run above the Fed's 2% target for some time. The backdrop tends to pressure long duration growth equities and high levered companies. Okay, what does this mean? Higher oil prices, geopolitical risk, and oh, elevated, my fault. Popcorn reading is ass right now. Hold on. Elevated sovereign bond yields have recently weakened broad risk appetite. The Nasdaq has been especially sensitive, which helps explain why stocks can look underwhelming despite pockets of strong performance. Leadership is winding beyond the original mega cap AI names, but unevenly. S&P Global specifically notes that solid headline equity performance has masked uncertainty and changing market leadership underneath. Crypto remains a valid high upside satellite allocation if it fits your risk tolerance, but it is not automatically a clean growth sector trade. I'll tell a lot of niggas who done made crazy bread off this shit in the last few days. Tell them that. Recently listed crypto proxies such as Strategy, Mara, Riot, Cypher, Circle, and Coinbase rallied while spot Bitcoin and ETH were comparatively quiet, often a sign that equity beta speculation rather than purely on chain demand is driving parts of the move. Okay, so should we be looking at, crypto companies like the crypto exchanges and shit?
I mean, definitely because shit, I think it was like breaking news like last night. I forget exactly what happened, but Bitcoin, Coinbase got some type of, they got allowed to hold more Bitcoin on like their blockchain or some shit. So it's like, oh bro, they definitely probably going on right now. Some shit like that.
Best sector to research AI power stat. Hyperscalers are expected to spend roughly 720 to 745 billion in 2026 capex, which it tied to AI infrastructure. The investment opportunity is broader than GPUs. Every new data center needs electricity delivery, transformers, switchgear, backup power, networking, optics, cooling, and construction. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, my opinion, energy companies for sure.
Energy.
Like, overly.
Okay. What sector is that?
Energy.
Okay.
You know what's going on though with the whole like boom boom war situation niggas got going on. That's the whole reason why niggas low keep playing with energy. But they turn that shit up. Yeah, that motherfucker actually steamrolling. That's really the sector if niggas want to get into it.
All right, bet. So we're doing research on energy today. Let me not half read this though. All right, so sub-theme grid equipment. Why it may have runway. Data center load is colliding with an aging grid and a long equipment lead times. What to research? Transformers, switchgear, substations, grid automation. Another sub-theme, power generation. AI compasses need firm, large-scale power, not just compute chips. What to research? Gas turbines, nuclear exposure, independent power producers, transmissions. I ain't gonna lie, I've been hearing a lot about that. Nuclear power. I was just in Philly talking to my uncle. He's a physicist. He was talking about nuclear power, that's the only thing close to, in terms of like scalability, oil, in terms of using for like power. Nuclear power.
Yeah, that's true for sure.
So,
That and that other shit. What's it called? Lithium, some shit.
Nuclear and lithium?
No, but lithium too. Oh shit, what the fuck was I just looking at? Oh yeah, nigga, Coinbase is going stupid right now.
Coinbase?
Yeah, like the stock by sheesh. China still going crazy. That bitch up 12% on the day, nigga. Fuck.
Yeah. It's some bullshit. I ain't even gonna cap.
Collecting funds. This shit ridiculous.
Who would be my friend who tell me about this shit ahead of time? Be my friend. I promise you it'd be worth it.
Nigga.
I promise you it'd be worth it. I'm the type of friend, nigga. You make me 100,000, nigga. You definitely getting a few million. I mean, 100 million. You definitely getting a few of them millions. Come on, fuck with me. I'm an investment in itself. I'm trying to tell y'all, fuck with me.
He's trying to get them niggas to donate you some cheese.
Down there, nigga. Down there, nigga. Nigga, tell me where to look. Tell me what's good. You don't even gotta give me the whole puzzle piece. Just give me a little bit of it. Shit, if I make some cheese, you gonna make some cheese too.
Niggas will be invited to the yacht. Okay, I promise.
The yacht, nigga, the barbecue on the back of the yacht, nigga.
I will personally make sure you got some bitches waiting for you. Nigga.
Man, so tequila shots, nigga. What wrong with you? Whatever you need, whatever your flavor is, whatever your poison is, anything. Fuck with your boy. Point me in the right direction. Watch this shit move, nigga.
Oh, this make me feel so good. I love to see ASST of 13%. Oh, shit. Nigga.
This nigga sound like he finna die. Talking about some, I love seeing. Nigga talking about some, I love seeing ASST, ASS up 12%. Oh, shit.
I ain't say it like that, nigga. But nah, that bitch up 13%, though. I'm feeling kind of good.
Man.
I love to see shit going in a positive direction.
Thanks. Is there a way to check specific sectors on Yahoo Finance?
I mean, probably, yeah. You just look up like the sector and they'll probably like bring up all that shit. Hold on. I definitely imagine. Yeah, if you oh yeah, nigga, you need to go on markets and then scroll down. Then they got the heat maps on Yahoo Finance.
Yeah, I just seen that shit. I literally just seen it. Like just seen it. Sectors. Okay, technology, healthcare, energy, consumer defense. Would nuclear energy still be energy?
Absolutely.
Alright, just making sure that I don't gotta look specifically like at core sector. Okay.
This nigga Trump about Moderna March 2nd and then March 17th.
This nigga, oh my god.
Yes, nigga.
Who has his wallet address?
Nigga had to double by that bitch.
Man.
Like, hey, look, this in the back.
I'll give whoever brings me whoever gives me his wallet address, whatever he trades off of, nigga. I give you 100,000 right now. On stream. I'll give away 100,000 right now if y'all got his wallet address, something so I could copy trade his stock, something. Nigga, I would have bought Moderna back in March. What?
Bro, tell me why this chart squiggler on Twitter talking about some it's time to send XRP to $10. This weekend will be a story.
I hope so, but I think that nigga tripping.
Yeah, niggas be having that. Hey, shit go up a little percentage. All of a sudden, niggas feel like this shit go hit all time super highs.
Man.
Niggas be doing all this shit on the chart, nigga. It ain't no type of charting with this. I mean, low key it is a little bit of charting that can be done with crypto, but like to a certain extent, yeah, this shit, because I couldn't have charted with what Bitcoin did like a few days ago. I don't really feel like anybody really could. Like, probably somebody, oh, this is the bottom, but hey, bro, slippery slope. It's a big ass Loch Ness monster, bro, of volatility. Scary motherfucker. This is the most volatile asset in the world. I say this shit more volatile than the S&P and NASDAQ down there.
Yeah. Definitely both of them, because both their movements is exactly the same. I'm trying to see a way that I can see they're clear 52 week. Okay. Trying to see 52 week price low. Oh, I see what this is. Okay. Symbol name. 1 day chart. Price. 52 week range. Price change. Intradays.
Some hedge fund just predicted Bitcoin will hit 100K by the end of this year.
By the end of this year? That's a ballsy statement.
I mean, technically we just 20,000 away, money.
Yeah, but knowing Bitcoin, that should be like up and down. I don't know if it's gonna hit another 100,000. That should hit 120 during that last bull market. So that means like by the end of I can't see it like going up crazy by the end of this year, only because I think like crypto is really gonna go on a real bull run within the next like 5 years. I think it's hitting its lows right now. Between now and probably like midway between it. So like I say in the next like 2.5 years, probably I could see Bitcoin probably hitting some type of stretch. Maybe. I could be wrong.
You don't think it take 2.5 years Bitcoin hit 100K?
Again?
Yeah, no. I don't think it take that long. I ain't gonna lie. That's damn near like an actual long time. I ain't gonna lie, that's 2 years of them doing nothing for real though. Like absolutely nothing.
I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounced around between this 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, back to 60,000. It could. I'm just, you feel me? I'm not like one of those like Bitcoin fanboys. I'm not saying that you are either. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just not one of those Bitcoin fanboys. So
I feel it. Nigga ain't no big Bitcoin maxi.
You feel me? So like, it's not like I'm sitting here with like high hopes for this shit. Like, ooh, that ain't like, you feel me? If it do, shouts out Bitcoin.
That's gonna be a clip right there. They gonna be like, my position on Bitcoin by the end of the year.
It'd be crazy if I was right though.
I don't want you to be right, nigga. Too your time.
You right. I mean,
I need that motherfucker to be 300K by the end of the year.
High tides raises all ships. It's just me personally. I just said, you feel me? I In terms of crypto, I know when Bitcoin is up, all of the rest of the crypto is up. And me personally, I had my mind or my focus set on, you know what, this shit is not finna just be up for real for the next like 5 years. Like, I feel like the real bull run is gonna be in like 2030 for real, for real. So, me personally, it just.
It's hard.
Huh?
It's been 5 years.
That's how I personally feel. And I'm invested in this shit. I'm invested in this shit. So for me personally, I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here like, and that's how I kept myself from having paper hands. That's how I kept myself from selling anything. It's just because like in my head, I'm just like, all right, if I could give myself like a 5 year like cushion, like, all right, no matter what the fuck happens in crypto, if in 5 years this shit don't go nowhere, at least I know like, all right, this shit probably won't go nowhere for like a while. It's not like I ever plan on selling. Nigga, I literally just put in, like, this is how I went about investing in this shit. I literally only put in the money that, like, I was comfortable with losing. So technically, everything that I have in crypto right now, in my head, I already lost. You see what I'm saying? So, like, for me, it's just like, all right, I believe in the next 5 years or within the next 5 years, that's when this shit is really going like hit its next stretch and start stretching its legs. So I don't really think like you feel me. This shit is really going to do nothing unless it's like within the next like 2.5, maybe 2.5. If it's less than that, cool. Shouts out Bitcoin. You feel
I
me?
feel like in 2.5 years, niggas' lives are gonna change. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like damn. I don't want to talk too. I feel like somebody got an agenda by 2030, but I don't feel like it's gonna everything's gonna happen in one year. Like it got to be a build up to lead to whatever niggas got going. So I believe like the years building up to 2030 is gonna be like, even if it's not like the whole building complete, like niggas gonna have overly a lot of foundation on some shit.
Type shit.
Cause honestly, I don't think 100K Bitcoin is like even close to the top. I think when we get talking about $1 million Bitcoin, that's when it be like that's probably what's gonna take 5 years. I agree to get like 1 million.
You think Bitcoin gonna hit 1 million?
Definitely.
Huh.
Because eventually, everybody is like, once everybody kind of get over to this crypto space and liquidity start rolling in, all boomer niggas sell out of their 401ks and start buying this shit because everything on blockchain anyway. It's like, since it's the largest fish in the pond, like, it's going to eat a good amount. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying it's the best one, most efficient one, not even getting close to saying that, but in terms of what price can be, in terms of volatility and yeah, $1 million Bitcoin can happen for sure. Definitely.
Interesting. When you become such a Bitcoin enthusiast, my nigga?
You see, that's the thing, bro. It's like the more research a nigga do, the more I just read. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would say intellectual opinions about the market. I see that you cannot fade AI or Bitcoin. Like doing that is one of the most foolish decisions that you could even make. Fuck around with, want to invest. So I just learned to respect what's at the top, at least for right now. It's like right now, can't nothing just get over on technology or cryptocurrency for real. And if Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency, then it's taking Bitcoin, in my opinion. At least for now. I don't even know what could change it. You know what I'm saying? Because even shit like healthcare, like these niggas cured cancer and they're the only one up down there $100 a share. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot, but still Bitcoin down there for to be 100,000. Like shit is fucking crazy. Them niggas basically just said this technology more important than the cure for cancer.
Type shit.
I just seen some bullshit on my Instagram story, boy. I ain't even gonna tell the stream, boy.
What is it? What happened, fam? What you just see? What's
Oh, I
this
can't even tell the stream what I just seen, nigga. Motherfuckers be doing crazy funny shit, boy.
type of shit?
Huh?
Huh?
What you looking at?
I'm still on Yahoo Finance. I'm trying to find companies that are between 15 and 25% um, away from their 52-week high in the energy sector. In the energy sector. 52-week high. Last close was $13. What is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Okay. Shit. Last year, within the last year. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't save mine. Okay. Guess I gotta put it back in there. 52-week high. Why stay? What you researching right now?
Yeah, looking at some Bitcoin shit at the moment.
Some Bitcoin shit. Uh,
I'm looking at niggas' theories about what they got this shit in the year. I'm really trying to formulate my opinions too.
could hit a better like Javante.
Got the water.
Okay. So I'm finding companies now. Good. Alright, so I'm gonna write these down somehow. Okay. Well, all of the ones that is about like 20% lower than its 52-week high. Should I do this right now or should I do research on what's holding energy back right now?
I feel like I know the answer to that question. And I feel like we can talk about that.
Pontificate, what's going on?
The war.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, of course the war, and of course, like the trade on oil and everything. But like, I'm talking about like nuclear exposure. Like,
I mean, I would say like the same thing as well, but nothing really holding it back is just that if the government is sending money elsewhere, they're not going to send it to our nuclear. You know what I'm saying? Like if niggas ain't gonna like really use it, or they put resources in other areas. It's like it's probably not that they don't want to, but it's just like they can do like other shit. But I like that shit that I still see was like
no, I get you. It's still valid. What you said is still valid in terms of like the grand scheme of things. Like what's holding like energy and power back. Like currently, of course, it's the war that's going on. But like, who knows when this shit is gonna end? Like, niggas can definitely go ahead and invest in this shit right now, and the war don't end for another like year or two.
see, and honestly, I doubt the war lasts this much longer. But shit, if you would have asked me fucking months ago, I never would have said the same thing. But it's like I don't know. It's just it doesn't really make sense. And it's like I don't know. I don't really see Iran as like a overly crazy threat. You know what I'm saying? They might pose whatever they pose, but it's like I don't know. I definitely feel like this shit is like maybe 2 months of the problem, bro. Maybe.
So you think energy's finna make a bounce back because the war? You think the war may just end soon?
Yeah. It's just like my personal opinion. But not just energy, really everything with energy, bro. Like amazing catalyst that's yeah, it's a whole lot of benefits.
Type shit.
Or if like the government some partner up with some energy company or give some energy company funding for weird purposes that they could also very, very interesting to me. I guess the best type of person is like who's receiving funding. I guess it don't gotta be like for a specific reason, but
Should I add it into watch list? I'll add it to my watch list if the company is good. So then let me. Oh, where'd the other joint go? 614, 68. Oh, there it go. Why can I not see that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. Huh? You talking to me? 8 companies right there. Um, you said what?
I said I had to go read right quick later for the associate.
Oh, type shit.
I thought the girl was just go basically mind her business and she turned around. I was like,
Like, slow your roll, slow your roll. Based on the latest quoted data, I could verify Camco CCJ is the cleanest match. It was about 29.7% below its 52-week high, so it is outside your requested 15 to 20% pullback. Oh, I'm at 25. Hold on, let me edit that. It may just give me more. So there's available closes around August 20. These nuclear-related names trading approximately 15 to 25% below their 52-week highs. This is a screen. This is a screen, not a pilot screen. Down from a high can reflect a real deterioration. Evaluation reset or simply broad risk of conditions. Names in the 15-25% zone. Okay. Do I have any of these? I'm on this already. CCJ. Do I have CCJ? No, I do not.
that's my mom calling me right.
Alright. The only reason I'm scrolling around is because I'm not looking for the largest largest companies per se. I mean, I could, but I'm not really interested. Maybe I should be. I don't know. What's up?
So I'm trying to make my schedule.
I just learned something new. Guys. I thought my mics were on, but I was on the phone just a second ago. But yeah, see, I was going under the assumption that nuclear energy was in the energy sector, but no, nuclear energy is in the utility sector, or nuclear power. Nuclear power is in the utility sector. Um, Electric utilities, independent power producers, nuclear electric. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do with this information now. Um, I can come back to this energy here later. Utilities. Where's utilities? There it goes. Ooh, that doesn't look very appealing. Go to sector. Go to sector. That shit looks a little. What's this? Electric utilities, independent power procedures, producers. Electric utilities, independent power producers. Just a second, it's holding it all up. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go feed my dog so you can stop annoying me. Lay down. Over there. Lay down. Yes, nuclear is a good research theme for your next investment, especially given your interest in AI data centers and infrastructure. But I would treat it as a multi-year power and demand thesis. Invest through the part of the nuclear value chain that matches your risk tolerance, not as a headline trade. Why it fits your thesis. You were looking for an area with room for growth beyond a few isolated stock breakouts. Nuclear has a tangible demand driver. AI and data center operators need large quantities of reliable around the clock electricity. The major hyperscalers have been signing nuclear related power agreements backing restarts funding SMR development or pursuing long-term nuclear PPAs. Microsoft's 20-year Constellation Agreement targets the 2028 restart of the former Three Mile Island Unit 1 to supply about just Sorry, guys. I know I've been sitting here in silence. I'm going back and forth with somebody right now. Shit is annoying. Okay. So where were we? The macro tailwind is more than just AI. U.S. policy is supporting new supply chain procurement and reactor-related investment. Utilities are entering a new uranium contracting cycle as forward fuel coverage declines after 2030. The nuclear theme spans existing generation, uranium, and fuel engineering and grid equipment, giving you several ways to find growth without betting everything on single technology. On a single technology. The important distinction: nuclear is compelling, but it's not one homogeneous sector. Your return profile depends on what you own. If you want more durable revenue producing exposure, better research lane, existing nuclear operators, power generators. Examples. Man, bro, you can't just take that as an answer. Fuck. Ah, man. Alright. Back at it. If you want more durable revenue producing exposure. Okay. Examples. Constellation. Vistra. Main risk. Interest rates. Electricity prices. Regulation. Valuation. Picks and shovels. Exposure. Nuclear components. Engineering. Fuel services. Main risk. Backlog. Execution. Uranium cycles. Cost. Production issues. If you want higher beta commodity thesis, uranium miners, physical, better research lane, uranium miners, physical uranium vehicles. Oh, uranium miners, physical uranium vehicles. There's no comma there. Uranium price, mine risk, financing, sharp drawdowns. Let me call my uncle, see if he answers. I think I'd have a good conversation with him about it.
Hello, you have reached. Hello, you have reached.
Straight to voicemail. Damn, let's see. Let's try Keith.
Hello.
Hey Keith, how are you?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing well. I'm actually sitting here trying to do some research on some stocks.
Okay.
Um, I was going to ask you, because I'm seeing a lot of things go crazy, especially over this past week. I don't know if you heard about that Moderna play that just recently happened.
No. What's going on with Moderna? They're a pharmaceutical, right?
Yeah,
Biotech, maybe?
they're pharmaceutical. Apparently, on one, if somebody would have made like a $1 call on them, like within, I think the last few months here, they would have been up like $1 million or something like that. Like Moderna,
So they've gone up a lot, huh?
yeah, Moderna's gone up like crazy, a substantially crazy amount, and also
They got a weight loss drug or something?
nah. So apparently, some news came out that they may have figured out a cure to cancer or something like that, and
Oh, boy.
things just went crazy with them.
Wow.
But supposedly Trump invested into them March 3rd, of this year or last year or something like that. So he's probably up like buku cash.
Yeah, he trades on insider information, that's for sure. Him and all of his other cronies. The thing about Trump, way back in the 90s, I had to research Trump, and this was before he got into politics. And I had to give a speech, actually in front of a whole bunch of people in a communications class. The professor that I had, now this is I'm in business school. I'm working on a master's in business administration.
Okay.
And their whole thing is you got to be able to talk about things and teach people about things. You got to be able to do research and teach what you've learned. So we had to research a famous person, not wanting us to not have the research part to do by picking somebody we already had little papers about or something. We had to draw names out of a hat. I drew Trump. And so I had to give a speech on Trump in 1999 or 1998. And, and I've kind of followed him a little bit, even before he got into politics since then. But people never knew whether he really had $1 billion or not, because he was always he always overvalued everything that he had, that he owned, because he said since Trump owns it, it's worth a lot. So how do you know if he really has $1 billion when he's doing that kind of stuff? And but after this second term,
so kind of like this SpaceX IPO that happened, valued at $1 trillion, and there was like no proof that it would actually be that.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but I tell you what, after his latest dealings, buying all of these, doing all this insider trading, always making sure that someone from his family business was on the board of these companies that were getting government contracts. He's done so much, and now everybody believes that he is a billionaire, and they think he made like $10 billion just last year. And crypto, he's got in and backed a bunch of crypto, so he would buy stuff that, crypto, who knows what crypto's worth, and then he would say this one crypto's going to the moon, they're looking at it for using it as, the government's going to use it, the government wants to be in crypto, and then it skyrockets and then he sells and stuff. So he finally has become a millionaire by doing all this kind of stuff. But anyway, enough about that. You were calling me to ask a question about something or get my opinion about something.
Yeah, so I'm really trying to find like a lane or, where I should expose myself more in the market in order to, see like, because I'm tired of just continuously investing and then like going on social media or somewhere and finding out this group of people or this sector just made billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever like that on these couple plays. And I know that's just investing. You really just have to, sow your seeds, stay edified on, certain sectors, and just keep your head down, just keep investing, keep repositioning if you have to, and then, it should be up at some point. I know that's just how investing goes in general, but like I just feel like I'm looking in all the wrong areas when it comes to just stocks. Crypto, I feel like I'm good. I'm real good. Like I'm up 12% and more in a lot of other. This doesn't happen. Hello.
Okay.
Get lost you there. Yeah, crypto. I tend like I feel like I'm fine. I'm like up 12% and more in certain tokens that I have. It's just stocks. I don't believe like I don't think I'm looking in the right areas or something like that. Like I haven't found that zone.
So I guess there's a couple of ways to be comfortable with investing in stocks. You got to figure out what you want. So if you want to go into the details and you try to figure out what company is or which sector is growing the fastest or has the most growth potential, that's one approach. So let me ask you this. So let me ask you a couple of questions to kind of see what type of person you are as far as where you want to go with trading, what your interests are. So would you
would you tend to want to invest on fundamentals or technicals? Fundamentals, you may know what fundamentals and technicals are.
Break it down. Break down both for me.
Fundamentals are how is the business doing? How is that industry doing? How is that company doing? You take a look at things like their earnings and their revenue and what's happened to earnings and revenue over time. Are they expected to expand, go into different markets internationally or something like that? It's appropriate. So you're looking at the fundamentals that make businesses work. How are they doing? How are they expected to do? With the thought being, if a company is going to get bigger and is going to get more profitable, over time, their stock should go up. So the theory, and it's a sound one, is that stocks are like earning machines. On the short term, they're like voting machines. People buy and sell stocks, and they go up and down based on those short-term buys and sales. But over the long term, if a company goes from earning $1 billion a year to $100 billion a year over 5 years, the stocks for sure are going to do that a lot. So that's fundamentals. And that requires a little bit of research and some screens and some thought and all of that. But generally, you're buying for the long term. You're not taking as much of a look at what the stock is doing right now, this moment. Instead, you're looking out what is it likely to do over the next year, over the next 3 years, over the next 5 years. And a high-level approach to doing that is to try to take a look at certain industries that are going to have growth and then say, what companies are going to be growing the most in this industry or have the most certainty of having growth in this industry. And so that's one way to invest on fundamentals. Some people say, I don't even worry about which stocks are going to do the best. I just buy a basket of stocks in that industry. And if one does better than the other, I will just adjust how much I allocate to the different stocks to reflect that. So if you were investing in like AMD, which makes computer chips, and NVIDIA, which makes computer chips, you could, a few years ago, you could have had maybe 2/3 of your money in NVIDIA and 1/3 in AMD. And now NVIDIA has grown a lot faster, so you could allocate even more to them. And then you did AMD. And the thought is, look, I'm buying a significant part of that industry, and whoever wins, I don't care that much, I'm going to do okay either way. So that's one way, is fundamentals and taking a look at things by industry. That's a common approach. The other thing I mentioned was technicals. Technicals, you don't care about earnings. What you say is the trading activity and the pricing activity over a period of time will reflect what's happening fundamentally. So you don't take a look and research which companies are growing faster. Basically, you look at stock charts. And you're doing it seeing which stocks are under pressure, which stocks have come down and bottomed out maybe, and maybe are about to turn and go back up. Sometimes you just buy stocks that are going up because they have been going up and you expect that to continue. But you just take a look at the stock chart. You take a look at price action, and you can take a look at volume. And that's pretty much. There's indicators that people use, things like the most common indicators, maybe the moving average. But there's other indicators like relative strength index and certain momentum indicators like Bollinger Bands or things like stochastics, but they're all technical things that get added on top of a chart that give you potential signals as to when to buy. So that's two different ways to invest, fundamentally and technically. Now, which one do you feel like you are more comfortable doing or like to do? Which one do you like?
So for my approach, I would say like I'm a good mix of both. But if you were asking which side I lean towards the most, I would say fundamentals. I say I lean towards fundamentals more, only because for me, I like to know so for example, when I'm looking at crypto and stuff like that to invest in, I'm looking at what technology is the best. Who has the best technology? Who's the leader in this race right now in order to, digify assets and stuff like that. Who has the fastest technology? Who will have your money? If you do a real estate investment on Friday, who will have my money there on Saturday? Or if you do it on Saturday, who will still have my money there on Sunday? You see what I'm saying? Like, quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I look at that, but then also whenever I'm looking for areas to buy in, being as though I've traded futures for so long, I'm also good at charting as well. So all of the technical research when it comes to just looking at, okay, it's looking like it's doing head and shoulders pattern here. So it's probably going to, drop down to this range here. And this will probably be a good range for me to buy in at for it to do a good lengthy run up because the technology in this company is sound. I feel like that, what was the first option again? The, fundamental. Yeah, I feel like I feel like the fundamental approach to it helps me feel more secure in my choice because I understand the company or the technology. So no matter what's going on, if some bad news or whatever is going on in the market or news about it, like let's say this war that's going on. Let's say if I'm looking at energy companies and this war that's going on keeps, sending all of my stocks to the bearish side of things. For me, I hold confidence because I know, okay, so when this little behind war, or not little behind war, but when this little spat goes out the window, I know that this company is still solid. I know it's still going to go up because the technology or the company itself has a solid foundation. It can't just go anywhere.
Yeah, so you sound more like, okay, sounds like you favor the fundamentals and you could layer some technicals on top of it. So you want to maybe understand the industry, understand the industry that certain stocks are in, what that industry is doing, and understand what the stocks are doing fundamentally, how their businesses are doing, how much you're expecting to grow and such. So that sounds more like long-term investing where you're not trying to get in and out real quick, to me. Because the reason I say that is because when you take a look at fundamentals, normally it can take a while for those fundamentals to move the stock. It takes a while sometimes for investors to realize, oh, this company really is growing fast, and they did have good earnings like 3 times in a row, and it picks up momentum. So if that's the case, then you probably want to take a look at what industries are expected to grow the most. Now, what industries are expected to grow the most now are going to be all around, and you probably know this, AI.
AI, okay.
Yeah, so the AI technical companies, these I call them technical companies, these chip companies, such as NVIDIA and all of the infrastructure companies. So you got like NVIDIA and AMD. You have the memory makers like Micron and SK Hynix and Samsung. You have all these companies that make the silicon or the chips themselves. Like you have Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. You have ASML, they make the machines, the lithography machines that make the chips, that help make the chips. And they're kind of one of the, I think they're the only company that has, that makes these super expensive machines. But there's a whole host of companies that are set to take advantage of the AI sort of boom that we're in. There's a guy that I watch sometimes on YouTube. I think his channel is Ticker Symbol U. He has all these videos to teach you what's going on in AI. He does a pretty good job of explaining some of it.
You said ticker symbol new? Like NEW?
No, YOU.
Oh, ticker symbol U.
Not me, but you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he's got some YouTube videos you can watch some of his. I watch him from time to time. I haven't been investing much in any of these stocks. I did buy Micron earlier, but I've sold it since now. It had a nice run up. I will tell you this: whenever you're buying stocks that are projected to have the highest growth, there will be a lot to pay attention to because there's a lot that can go wrong. What happens is, with the high flyers, is they go to being a high flyer to if anything happens where it looks like they're not going to be as dominant as people expect, their stocks will go down significantly. So
and that's why I try to invest more into just like companies that I believe have like a solid foundation. Like no matter whether good news, bad news comes out about like certain earnings or whatever like that, I know over time, especially if this technology is as or this company is as like important as it is to like human society or like, you feel me, the growth of just economics in general, I find solace in those just because I know like, okay, no matter what's going on right now, at some point these are going to take off.
Right.
If I do nothing right now, because you know how they say the best investors are dead ones because they never sell.
Yeah. And there's a lot to that. I think for the average person, the more they trade, the more they lose. So jumping in and out, there's a potential to make much more money, but it doesn't turn out with the emotions and everything involved with that. Most people don't make as well. So you may have heard me say this. I may have said this to you. What I always advise people to do is to take a portion of the money that they have that they want to put into the market and just pick some very broad indexes like the S&P 500, or maybe you can even put a little bit into some of the specialty indexes that are like sectors, and take maybe half of your money, put it in that. Take the other half and be more risky with it. Maybe you trade with it. Maybe you pick certain stocks. But the good thing about that approach is you can always see whether or not you're picking, your stock picking or your trading is beating the buy and hold. Because if you're not beating buy and hold, you don't need to go all in with it until you get to the point where you can consistently perform better than the overall market. Plus, if you're doing anything that's a little riskier, anything that's more trading on the trading side, or more on the individual stock side, if you have some things go wrong, you never have to start over because you always have a portion of your money that surely didn't go to nothing or surely didn't lose probably as much. So anyway, that would sort of be my approach. It sounds like you want to go on the fundamental side. So if I take a look at what has been moving a lot, it's everything in this AI space and biotechs. Biotechs. A lot. Yeah, so there's an index, I think it's XBI. It's gone up significantly. And maybe that's where Moderna is as well. You could definitely be on that side of the fence. But if I take a look at, there's a ticker for that industry called XBI. And I want to pull up the chart of it and take a look because I think it is going up a lot. Bitcoin is going up too. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin went up crazy over this week.
So XBI is so this year, let me see what it's done this year, just to give you a feel. This year it is up 36%. That's way more than the market is up as a whole. If I take a look at let's take a look at the S&P 500, the broadest measure. 1 year it's up 11%, so it's up 3 times as much as the S&P 500.
3 times as much as that. So that one stock is up 3 times more than the S&P 500 itself.
Yeah, now XBI is not one stock. It's probably 100 stocks.
Oh, okay. It's an index.
It's a bunch of stocks that make up the buying tech sector.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's the State Street S&P Biotech ETF. But I've taken a look at that. As a matter of fact, I did a very short-term short in that that I entered just a few days ago. It's up a little bit because it's pulled back a little bit. So that short doesn't mean that it's not going to do good over the long term. What happened was it went up like about 6% in a day. In about 2 weeks, it went up 10%, and that was enough of a rise where you only get a little bit of a short-term pullback. So that's all I'm looking for is a short-term pullback, and then I'm getting it, and I will either go out for a gain or a small game or a decent game. I won't let all my gains go. But anyway, so I follow that a little bit. I try to track it. So that's one way you can dab your foot into it. Let me see what the holdings of XBI is. Let's see what earners in there. You mentioned that one.
Yeah. And what's your specialty? What's your specialty?
Options. So I'm trading stock options on all of these different products, mostly on index products, but sometimes on individual stocks as well.
Okay. How often do you do individual stocks?
Almost never buy an individual stock. I normally trade options on the stock. So if that's what you mean, I was so normally I'll have one or two individual stocks that I'm watching and maybe. And I was in Micron options earlier this year. Then I got in the Google options, and I just sold those like yesterday. I made on those trades. So it's probably how often? Probably about one a quarter. Probably about 1 or 2 a quarter. I'll put a little bit in.
Gotcha. And are you more on the fundamental side or technical side?
I would say more. It's probably both, like what you mentioned, but probably more on the technical side because I don't have time. Most of the ones that I'm investing in or trading in, I'm expecting something to happen in the next month or 2.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it takes a while for the fundamentals to bear out. Yeah. So XBI, the biggest one in there, the biggest part of it is Moderna.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a whole bunch of other ones, but so that big run up that you talked about in Moderna, that influenced XBI too.
Gotcha.
So yeah. I'm not dabbling that much in individual stocks. I do follow more stocks than I trade on, but and I may at any point I can go to trading stocks. So if you're another thing, if you're doing anything on the shorter term side of the stocks, be aware of when their earnings come out. Because their earnings can move the stock like a lot. So, if you're going to have any concentration, if you're going to have 20 or 30 stocks, it may not be as important, but if you're picking 4 or 5, you may want to know when the earnings come out and how the stock has moved around earnings, because you may wake up one day and the stock's down 15 to 20%, and you may want to be wondering what's happening. It's just earnings release. And so, if you're going to concentrate, you're probably going to want to read the earnings results and see what their projections are, what management is saying they expect to happen over the next year or so. They won't go too far in the future, but they'll give you a feel for how things are going right now and how they expect things to go in the next 12 months.
Gotcha.
And that can be important to understand.
Gotcha. So what you do is closer to like scalping, like what I do when I futures trade. So like you're looking for a move that's gonna happen within the next like few weeks, few months or so.
Yeah, normally.
Okay.
Normally that is true. But I tell you what, I do move around a lot. So if I'm getting whiplash and I'm not doing good with short-term investment, I will say, look, I think the Nasdaq or the S&P 500 is going to go up by 10% over the next year. And I will position some options trades where if it just goes up anywhere from, let's say, 5 to 15%, I make a lot. So sometimes with options, you can pick a level. Oh no. Let's see. I got another call coming in.
Okay.
I'll call them back. But sometimes you can pick a level, and if it ends up, the stock ends up being anywhere near that level, you make a lot of money. And so that's the type of investing that I'll do if I'm not in sync with the market.
Mm-hmm.
I will just take a look and say, okay, I'm going to go longer term, and I'm going to go out, let's say 9 months or a year, and I'm going to bet that this market will be up 5%, 7%, because it almost always is. Mm-hmm. And then maybe I can make 20% on that or 25%. So that's the type of thing I do if I start struggling with the things that make even more. So if I'm going to be missing too much, I will start putting some of my money into something that's going to make some.
Gotcha.
Over time. Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically the start of your research. So if you were like completely just out of touch and you were looking for something that's gonna make a move within like the next few weeks or months or so, you would go and look at the indexes first and try to put half of your whatever you're looking to invest in there, and then go out and do other research on other companies that may just make a move or have room for an uptrend, whether it be in the next few months, whether it be like 5, 10, 12% or something like that.
Yeah, basically. I will basically try to make something. If the short term stuff isn't working, I try to go longer and slower and make sure I'm making something, which is a variance of what I was telling you about. Just have some money in the market so that you don't lose everywhere, you make it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I basically take that same advice myself.
Gotcha. Are there any sectors that are your personal favorites?
AI.
AI.
That's what I've kept the most eye on. I track more stocks there, although I haven't done much individual stock stuff, but I keep up with stocks on the AI that can benefit from AI.
Gotcha.
And I'm sometimes ready to pull the trigger, but I'm sort of waiting out AI right now, to be honest with you.
Why is that? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stress and concern right now around AI because it's going to require a tremendous amount of debt to build out all of these data centers and all of this infrastructure required to take advantage of this AI boom. You may have heard about all these data centers that have to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Corporations are taking a look at borrowing an unbelievable amount of money over the next year. More than $1 trillion. And normally these companies don't borrow that much. And so everybody's trying to borrow money now at the same time. So all around the world, you got all of these companies needing to build out the data centers, needing to add to the power production because data centers are power hungry. They're needing to add all sorts of backups and backups to power and all sorts of buildings they need to set up, roads, and so there's this big spending spree by both governments and companies. And everybody's fighting for the same dollars that lenders are ready to lend out. And so what that leads to is interest rates going up. And so uh, interest rates, when you are taking on a bunch of debt, can make or break you. And there's going to be a lot of companies that are borrowing an incredible amount of money at higher interest rates than anybody would have expected a few years ago. And so that produces a lot of risk. All of them aren't going to make it. And as rates go up, those investments don't look quite as good because they're more risky. And I can get 5 or 6% just from a bond or a corporate bond or a debt instrument. And debt is normally considered safer than stocks.
So what do you think? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when rates go up, what that means is the debt offerings start attracting more money, and money tends to go out of stocks and in bonds. And then when bond yields go down some, people will say, "Well, I'm only getting 3% now on this bond, or 4%," and they will tend to start putting money over stocks. So stocks and bonds compete for the same money, and as yields go up, you can get a lot of money. You can get a better return without taking a lot of risk. So when yields are 6% or 7% or 8% and 10% on corporate debt, depending on the size of the company, people start saying, "Man, if I can get 9%, that's pretty much what I would expect from stocks, and I probably don't have to worry about losing as much." So they start coming out of stocks and buying bonds, and that puts a headwind on stocks. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now they're pulling out of their other securities and placing it in that one, which is going to ultimately create a surge in that one. In that one field.
And plus, when interest rates are high, companies don't expand as much, or they expand and then get in trouble because they got to pay so much on the debt. So the risk starts ramping up for stocks.
Gotcha. So, what do you think about like the crypto market in general? Because that's where I believe they're going to be funneling a lot of these funds that is needed for AI through. Because with the U.S. trying to position themselves as the crypto, the head of crypto and everything like that. That being the case, most of that money that people in other countries is dang near how the gold standard was, where most countries started tying their money towards the U.S. dollar because we had so much of that gold after the Brooks it's some pact that they made at some retreat or whatever. But most countries started tying their currency to the U.S. dollar because we had so much of their gold, or so much of the world's gold at one point, right? So now with everyone trying to funnel all of their money to crypto, the U.S. now trying to eliminate their debt through crypto, and other citizens and other people in other countries are going to start. You're going to start seeing them like flee or head towards crypto in order to invest. Wouldn't that then open hedgeway for the U.S. to then start, funneling those trillions that are about to start flooding the market into AI and these companies and these data centers?
Yeah, so I don't know the interaction of crypto on. I don't know what that interaction is going to be on data centers, and I don't know for sure what that interaction is going to be on like government debt or whatever. I'm not sure how much crypto is going to play a role in the world going forward. I mean, I think it will have a role, but I don't know the size of it. So I'm not betting on crypto much. Now, somebody else, if I did enough research, maybe I would have that level of confidence. And maybe you already have done that research, but I don't have an opinion on where crypto is going.
Gotcha.
So the one thing I can tell you is you don't don't really have to be an expert at everything. You can just focus on a few areas. That's one of the areas that I decided not to focus on. I do have some Bitcoin on my portfolio, but I don't really keep up with where it's going. I mean, I know that it's moved up, but I don't really keep up figuring out how good Bitcoin is going to do over the next 4 or 5 years. I just got like some exposure to it. We'll see what happens.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So now maybe that's something you can do if you want to, dive into that. You can come back and tell me what you think you've learned on it. And I can keep up with some of the AI stocks and tell you what I think of them. But I'm probably not going to dive into crypto so much.
Okay. I'll definitely continue doing my research in crypto, and I'll send you whatever findings that I have, because I do believe that that's where that trillions of dollars that you're saying that they're going to have to borrow from somewhere in order to put up these data centers. That's where I'm guessing, or that's where I'm believing that they're going to get that money from. Because you got to think about it. If crypto takes over, if at least one crypto takes over that SWIFT system, right? And the banks have to communicate, like, all right, if XRP takes over the SWIFT system, right, for example, and the banks have to communicate with each other through Ripple itself, right, as a company, that means billions upon trillions of dollars are already will be moving through that one currency. Now, if the US is the leader in crypto, and they're the ones placing the rules on top of these things, I would say that they would have the say-so and the ability to be like, okay, we're going to move this X amount of dollars, because right now what they're doing in the market is they're trying to position themselves so they can get a better price than what retail is getting. So everything is in the toilet right now. But I was also here for the initial bull run that happened like a year or two ago. Like, I was investing into crypto since 2016. Before I really knew what I was investing in. Once I started doing more of my research, I started seeing, okay, no, this is actual technology that people, because that's literally what the value of crypto is. It's the people's belief behind it, which is essentially what the US dollar is anchored on right now. Like, it's not backed by any gold. It's not backed by anything really. It's backed by the people's belief in that dollar. Except it's printed, and it can continue being printed by anyone. Whereas in crypto, you can't, like, unless you have that code and some type of quantum computing, there's no way for you to make more of that resource. So, like, that being the case, until quantum computing becomes a thing, and there are cryptocurrencies out there who are already ahead of the curve and trying to beat the quantum computing era when that comes around. There's some like HBAR, I believe Quant, and some other ones. But yeah, like, literally, that I believe that's where most of that money that they would have to borrow in order to build these industries would be coming from.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you want, we could. Do you want to just set some time aside at like once a month to talk about investments and what we're looking at?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
So let me take a look at my calendar over the weekend and figure out what day may work best. So maybe I'll pick something like, let's say, the second Monday of the month or something like that, and then I'll text you or something, or call you and tell you what looks like it'll work for me, and then we can just talk about these things and kind of see what our thoughts are over time.
That works for me. That sounds great.
Okay. All right. I'm wanting to go. I got to return this call that came in.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I know what the guy wants to talk about, and it's pretty important. I just didn't want to. I mean, you can wait 10 minutes.
Oh no, I got you. I can let you go. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna return that call, and I'll take a look over the weekend and see if we can't schedule some time to connect consistently.
Gotcha. Thank you for answering.
No No problem. Take care, Will.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys, you hear it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna review everything that was just unpacked here in this conversation. Once I review it, I'm gonna have it ready for you guys in the morning, because I will be streaming tomorrow morning around between 8 and 9:30. I say, because I usually get on before 9 o'clock or 9:30. So really, let's say between 8 and 10 o'clock. Literally, I never get on at 10 o'clock. It's usually between 8 and 9, but I'm going to just give myself that good breather room right there. So you guys know I'm usually on live between 8 and 10 o'clock. I'm going to break down everything that was just gone over this whole stream with my homie earlier and with my other friend just now. And I'll have everything ready for you guys in the morning. Until then, it was great hanging out with you guys. Yeah. Peace and love. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love.